Howdy once again, Mr. Pete here, your YouTube shop teacher, and I am continuing a series of experiments here, both with drilling and tapping, and today it'll be drilling on the Bridgeport mill. And I think you'll find this interesting. I'm getting a little bit away from what I did the other day or the other experiments, videos, where I used the torque meter. And then I did play around here on the Bridgeport drilling with a scale. Remember the brown toe jam scale? And that was a total failure, but I will probably pick up on that experiment and continue it with a different apparatus that is being built for me by my friend Chuck up in Dearborn, Michigan. So now I'd like to drill, again comparing split point with the standard 118 degree, and these are 5/16 drills. You saw me do that with the torque meter, and I'm very interested in how much effort it takes to drill a hole, especially if you're on the top of a 20-foot ladder drilling a 5/8 hole overhead into a steel beam, and we got to drill 50 holes. So the amount of effort or pressure or number of pounds is really very critical, and I can't seem to get that point across. But in this experiment, rather than torque or pounds, I'm going to measure amps. So I've got my little inductive amp meter here. It is fairly accurate, so I'll be measuring in hundredths of an amps and comparing the two drills. First I will drill several holes in aluminum and then several holes in steel, and we'll compare the results at the end. I hope you find this interesting because I'm fascinated by it. Even if no one watches the video, I gots to know. Okay, here's my methodology. So the green drill is a 5/16 split point, and the red one is a standard drill, 118 degrees, and I expect the split point to perform better, use less current than the other one in aluminum. Now I'm not totally positive of that, so we'll see what happens here. So initially I'll do the red one, and the speed will be 1750, and that gives me a cutting speed of 150 feet per minute, and I'm going to be drilling with power feed at the rate of 6 thousandths. That means 6 thousandths being fed into the work for each revolution of the drill. So what I've done here is to run this brown wire from the reversing switch up on the top. There you can see the switch. Now make sure you keep the covers on. This is 220 volt. Be very careful not to touch anything. Ah! Just kidding. If you're not familiar with the feeding mechanism on the Bridgeport mill, there are 3 feed rates. The bottom one is 3 thousandths, the top one is 6 thousandths, that's what I will be using, and also in the middle 1.5 thousandths. And I will be turning this lever to engage the feed, and I will be drilling in the aluminum 1 inch deep. So I've got the stop set here so it will kick off automatically. So I'm going to measure the current as I drill with an amp meter, inductive type. I tried using my big fluke meter here, but it doesn't seem to register down to the hundredth of an amp. And I need great sensitivity. It would be even better if I could measure in milliamps, but I can't. So this is the meter that I'm going to use. Now watch this when I turn the motor on at 1750 RPM, and it'll read almost 4 amps. So it's 3.98, and now we're going to drill, and this will be sample number 1 in the aluminum, 5/16 again. And I already told you the feed rate and the speed, and I will be using AlumiCut for all of the holes that are in aluminum and another cutting fluid for the steel. And I will drill 2 holes with the 118 degree before I switch to the split point. Here we go. This will be interesting. Wow, that was awesome, and it sure didn't take very long to drill a 1-inch deep hole. I might have to run that in slow motion. And the meter was like searching, but I came up with about an average of 4.72 amps. So let's run number 2, exactly the same. 4.80. So this is number 3. I have switched to the green 135 degree split point. The speeds and feeds are the same, as is the cutting fluid. And I'm going to drill a little deeper here just so I have a little more time to read the meter, because it happens pretty fast. All right, let's go. 4.72 amps. Well, that was interesting. That's the exact same meter reading as for number 1. This was a standard drill, this was the split point. That kind of surprises me. Okay, sample 4, aluminum. I know it's hopping around, but I'm going to go with 4.7. Okay, the experiment with aluminum is already over, and before I switch over to steel, let me just run a sample for you so you can see what I'm doing with both hands. You can watch the switch and the power feed, watch the ammeter, and so on. Okay, so that's what's going on, as well as running the camera and a monitor and my mind going a mile a minute, but I'm having fun. I hope you are. Okay, this is sample 5. This is the 118 degree red drill, and this is 1/2 inch thick hot roll steel, so I'll be drilling all the way through. It's not a blind hole. Note something here now. I'm just going to turn it on for a dry run, and you'll see that the motor draws a little less amperage at this slower speed. The speed is now 1115, I'm going to call it 1200 RPM. And you see the amps are a little bit less at that speed. Steel, this is sample 5, and I'm using Mystic Metal Mover. So watch the ammeter. .45. Okay, sample 6. about the same. 4.45, and then it jumped around a little bit. I'm going to stick with 4.45. Okay, here's sample 7. I have switched the drills. This is the split point with the green. Everything else remains constant. That jumped around so much, I'm going to do it over. I'm struggling a little bit. I did another one there and I still can't really get a good reading. I'm going to call it 4.35. Number 8. .32, I'm going to call it 4.35. Well, it's never as easy or as simple as when I'm in bed thinking about it. So, you know, I wish I had a meter that would hold the highest reading, like with my torque meter, but sometimes I'm kind of even guessing or rounding in my head. But let me stop now, go upstairs and type a table so we can see the tabulated results. I don't think there's anything outstanding or amazing here. The idea, I was trying to see if the split point performed better than the regular old 118 degrees. So I'll be right back. Okay, here are the tabulated results of the experiment. Nothing profound, not exactly what I was expecting, but looking here under aluminum, comparing the 118 degree to the 135, there's really very little difference, if any. So the split point in aluminum was not amazing at all. No better than the traditional drill. Now I know what I'm doing isn't terribly scientific, but still interesting, I think. And remember that the meter was bouncing around so much, I did try to find a happy medium on the amps, and always remembering now that the base reading was a little bit under 4 amps just with the motor running, and the 0.72, about 3/4 of an amp, was the power required to do the actual drilling. Just a slight difference with drilling steel, where the split point was a little bit better, but almost negligible. For instance, number 5 compared with number 7 is only a 1/10 of an ampere difference. I hope you enjoyed the experiment as much as I enjoyed putting it on. No, not profound. Leave comments if you want. I do not believe that in this case I'm going to answer the comments. I will read them anyway. So I enjoy reading your comments. What do you think of the experiment? How could I have improved it? I'm sure that there's some engineers out there, including electrical engineers, that will tell me what I did wrong, and I appreciate that too, because I'm just an old 82-year-old shop teacher having fun. And I'd also like to say that at some point I'm going to make a playlist on these various experiments that I have done with both drilling and tapping, and there's really a lot more to come. So keep watching. It's Mr. Pete saying so long for now.